Check, check, check. 1 2 1 2. We're back here.
I'm gone.
Another episode of Planescape Torment. Let's talk with the Modron here. The strange cubic creature seems to be as much machine as it is organic. As you approach the thing, it silently stares at you with wide, unblinking eyes. Its face hasn't the slightest trace of emotion on it. Come on, Chief. We're in a building full of some sexist chits the side of the multiverse, and you're stopping to talk to Modrons? What can you tell me about the Morde? Morde makes a noise of utter disgust. What is there to say? Annoying little clockwork pests. They're always working to impose law and order upon the multiverse. Not good, mind you. Just law. Let's forget about them. Go chat up with the ladies, huh? You greet the Modron. Its voice has a metallic, reverberating quality to it, as if it were more sound played out on some warped musical instrument than true speech. Your greeting is returned. There is a soft click as the creature blinks. An awkward silence hangs in the air between the two of you. I had some questions. Identify yourself to us. It's not important who I am. The opinion of the subject as to importance of its identity is irrelevant. We consider the identity of the subject to be important. Thus, all intents and purposes, it is important. I'm not sure who I am. We would know why this is so. It's not important, really. The opinion of the subject as to the importance of its identity is irrelevant. We consider the identity of the subject to be important. Thus, for all intents and purposes, it is important. I can't remember. All things should have a name. All things should be identified. We find the answer unsatisfactory, but it shall have to suffice for the present. The creature pauses and blinks at you. We would identify ourselves as Modrons, quadron type winged variant to the subject. I have some questions. Do you know what this little, cube toy creature is? The Modron, its appearance identical in every aspect but size to the object in your hand, blinks once, twice, then speaks. The object is a portal cube. The user is in position. The appendages of the portal cube in such a manner that it will activate. Once activated, the portal cube will transport the user to wherever destination it was tuned to during its creation. What's the proper position to activate this one? We do not have that information. Over 90-70% of all portal cubes function in slightly different manner. We were not present at the construction of the subject's portal cube, nor were we ever been given the instruction as to its use. Should the subject desire to utilize the portal cube, they will have to determine its method of operation and destination via experimentation. I have another question. Why are you so fucking annoying? Let's check the little cube out here. You bend, twist, and rotate the toy's various points of articulation. Noting the limbs often suddenly revert to their original position. Finally, as you bend its left knee, the toy makes an odd pop and shudders in your hand. Let's extend the left wing. The toy makes a soft sound. Extend the right arm. The toy hums slightly, growing warm to the touch. There's a whir, a click, and then a blinding white light suddenly explodes in your head. What the fuck? So now we are in the Modrons Cube. Modrons. This is the only randomly generated mace to ever grace the Infinity Engine. You see a cube with 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 small wings sprouting from its sides. On the front of the cube is an animated face. Greetings. The creature focused emotionless eyes on. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome to Rubicon, the dungeon construct. Thank you for choosing Rubicon for your dungeoning experience. You may access Rubicon through this door. What the f... The creature stares at you without... Anyways. Let's experience Rubicon. You see a mechanical man with pale green skin. Although it is obviously a construct, it does have an animated face, scowling at you. Greetings! Die in the name of the evil wizard. The creature brandishes its weapon upon you. What evil wizard are you talking about? The creature stops waving its weapon and pauses to think for a moment. That one that doesn't exist until you set the Rubicon dungeon construct to hard difficulty level. Boy, will you be in trouble when. Meanwhile, die in the name of the evil wizard. And we beat its ass. Strange looking rooms. You see a mechanical man with pale green skin. Greetings, die in the name of evil. I don't have time for this. Fuck you, too. Die. Farewell. So we'll just tear through these little weak bastards. Ignore and destroy. Ignore and destroy some more. Ignore and kill. You guys are getting fucked up! Some Zephyr bolts. Please sit on my face. What is this place?
This is the Rubicon dungeon construct. Licky my dicky.
It's a very odd room, I do say so myself. Let's talk to this guy here. Who are you? Your name is Modron. Ask him about the project. The Modron begins to emit a soft humming sound as it answers you.
Rubicon project goal is to determine the dynamics, both social and asocial, surrounding the environment, commonly constructed as the dungeon, and to attempt to explain the aberrations that tend to occur in such environments.
How do you intend to do that?
Rubicon is capable of forming a series of room linked to such a fashion as to form what is commonly referred to as a dungeon. Each dungeon can have one of three difficulty settings: easy, normal, or hard. The dungeon is populated with monsters, traps, and treasures, according to the difficulty level chosen. After creation, the dungeon can be fully explored.
The Modron begins to emit a low hum. What is the humming sound?
Rubicon is worthy accomplishment. It pauses for a moment. We are content.
Interesting. I'd like to try out one of these dungeons.
There is a significant pause. Project halted due to accident. Dungeon constructs become unstable, cause uncertain. Fail safes activate, causing dungeon to collapse, cause uncertain. Portal lens malfunction, causing contact with home plane of mechanics to be severed, cause uncertain. Reset the dungeon necessary.
And why don't you reset it?
Reset can only be initiated by Project Director. Project Director disintegrated. Portal lens has malfunctioned and contact with mechanics severed.
Let me get this straight. You can't reset without a director, but you can't get a director without resetting. The Modron looks worried and begins to fidget.
Assessment correct.
Look, I'm an adventurer, and I've been through some dungeon shit in my day. Why not let me be director? The room is suddenly filled with the buzzing sound that just as suddenly subsides.
Assistants welcome. You are now Project Director. Advised. Next task.
Reset the dungeon.
Initializing reset.
The room is filled with a low thrumming sound as if it's felt rather than heard.
Collapsing. Exit the dungeon.
The sound rises in power until the floor begins to vibrate.
Initializing new dungeon.
The sound rises in volume until you think your head is about to explode. Suddenly the room goes quiet.
Reset complete. Dungeon construct status easy. Awaiting further instructions, Director.
Alright. So at this point you want to set the maze to hard.